Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Sunday 9 p.m. Amsterdam time. Let's do the quick countdown as we go live. Whoa. As we go live in 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another weekly close. I'm yours truly, the one and only Coin Baron. And probably you are in pain if you're in the crypto market right now. It is honestly, again, not a good day. It's a Sunday. Today, there might be a bit of market manipulation, but hey, I got the solution. It's called painkillers. No, I'm just joking, you guys. Take painkillers very responsibly, but just a quick update for you guys. I had some shoulder surgery. It is very painful. I'm actually under heavy medication right now, so this might be a bit of a shorter stream. But I want to talk about the current market conditions anyway, so strap in. Yeah, typically I would strap in, but just imagine I'm actually strapping in right now. I want to give a quick shout out though to anyone right now in the chat, because honestly, it is not easy right now. It is not an easy day, because right now we're still waiting for a lot of uncertainty. A lot of uncertainty as well for the Cronos ecosystem with the Cronos Golden Age proposal. The Cronos Golden Age proposal. 7 days left. 7 days left. Anyways, John 316 strapped in. Mr. Oracle as well. Crow is actually holding up very strong in comparison to the most of the market. And that's true. That's actually true what Mr. Oracle is saying over here. Let me directly go to, I think, one of the most important charts here, which is Crow Bitcoin. Crow Bitcoin is incredibly bullish. Incredibly bullish. Honestly, I haven't really seen these structures in a long time. I haven't seen these structures in a very long time like we've just seen this. The last time we went up like this, we continued also to move up. Not with only 30%. No. 141%. So maybe Oracle is up to something. We can maybe ask the A-ball as well. The A-ball, of course, a very important part of our stream. If you guys are strapping in for the first time, I'm of course the one and only Coin Baron, and we do not give any financial advice. The only thing I do is I watch this 8-ball here. I ask questions, silly questions like, hey, is the price going to go up? Are we in a bull market? Are we in a bear market? Mr. Abel, are we in a bear market? Are we in a bear market? Not likely. Not likely. So guys, there you have it. The A-ball is saying, and the A-ball is, like Mr. Oracle over here, quite a decent predictor. Honestly, so far the A-ball has quite a decent... Oh, wait a minute. There we go. The A-ball has quite a decent track record so far. So let's see. Hi from Canada, Lil. Welcome. V8 Freak as well. V8 Freak. Hoping for good damn news today. Yeah, so let's talk a bit about what happened this weekend, or this week actually, because I think let's go to Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen, because Bitcoin is the news story for today. Bitcoin is the news story, and it's been breaking down quite significantly. So let's go to the chart, shall we? Let's go to the chart quickly, because this is kind of the structure we've been talking about as well in some videos. And I think, guys, if the music is too loud, please let me know. Please let me know. The story for today is really, I think, what Bitcoin is doing so far. So we can see an absolute breakdown. Not per se because we have bad news, but more that the news that we did have wasn't good enough. The news that we did have was not good enough. Basically, since we had the election from Trump, we were kind of pricing in the strategic reserve for Bitcoin, right? We are pricing it in. However, with this latest executive order, he's kind of saying, we're not going to buy more Bitcoin. Well, we're going to use American tax dollars to buy more dollar. That is a very important sentence there. A very, very important sentence there. But basically, that's what bringing the market down in general, right? Expectations were too high. And that is why right now we're dumping a bit. The only silver lining to this, so this is probably going to be the worst weekly close ever. the worst, well, not ever, definitely not the worst weekly close ever, ladies and gentlemen. If you've been watching the weekly close, we've been doing this for basically since when? For a long time already, for a long time. Episode 37 today. But if you have been looking at this is the worst weekly close we have seen in, well, really since November 2024. So it's not a good week. However, it's not the lowest. It's not the lowest we've went so far. Definitely not the lowest. Still above the 50 week, which is pretty interesting. In a few more days, another one of the validators will vote yes, and then this silly proposal will pass. Interesting days indeed. Interesting days indeed. We're going to talk a bit about that, about the proposal. We're going to talk a bit about that. We're going to talk a bit about more of the markets. We're going to talk about this as well. The Lion token. And I don't know. I've been making a few videos on this topic, and I hope you guys make good money on this, because honestly, there was quite a good opportunity actually to get in quite cheap. Some of you might have done a 2x on the Lion token, or 3x, 4x maybe even. Or maybe some people are still holding the Lion token. If so, let me know what your targets are. What's your target for the Lion token? The Lion token is, I think, still within the Cronos ecosystem a blue chip. But also right now it's getting, it's available on Solana. So if you look for Lion, on the, what is it called? DEX screener here. You can also buy it on Radium. There, the market cap looks a lot lower, of course, but that's not exactly how it works, of course. The liquidity is a lot lower. Still, though, $1 million of liquidity for the Lion token. And so far, people are definitely trading this like crazy. And that's kind of surprising to me, because typically, the Crypto.com bots would actually start buying mainly on the Cronos chain. But well, Solana likes some Lion. Cronos likes some Lion. I like myself some Lion. I still have some Lion, guys. So again, I'm not using you guys as exit liquidity. Definitely not. Definitely not. I already took my profits. And I always advise. There's no financial advice, but I would say take profits in very risky stuff, like for example the Lion token. But well, that's only what I'm saying here. Cliff is finally seeing another Canadians. I love it. Burhan, welcome, my dude. Burhan, are you still into the Lion token? I mean, not the Lion token, the Balls token. Is there any good news for the Balls token? Because I also got quite some Balls token left on the Cronos chain. For anyone wondering, by the way, I don't know how many videos I will make next week, because I'm still honestly a wreck. Surgery is kind of like a wrecking ball, guys, honestly. But I want to make my portfolio video. So what's my portfolio? I don't know if you guys are interested in that at all. Just to see what my allocations are for this bull cycle. Because I asked the question. I went to X and I asked a question. And I will go to chat in a minute, guys. But don't forget to hit the like button. But I asked a question on X on my profile. Are we in a bull or are we in a bear market? Are we in a bull or are we in a bear market? And right now, let's quickly go to the results. It is very much mixed. It is so mixed. It is so mixed, guys. 60% says bull. 40% says, well, it's bear. And if you don't follow me on X, it's at the Coin Baron. It is interesting though. Yeah, I do like my own post, of course. Very important, guys. But interesting. 87 votes so far. Many bears in the chat. Many bears in the chat. So let me know if you're a bear as well, because I get it, man. It's a weird cycle. It is definitely a weird cycle, but that happens all the time. We get these weird cycles, and I can show you that as well. I've been here since 2017, and I can show you on the Bitcoin chart. I only have one hand, guys. Give me one sec here. But remember, this was still a bull market here. We went down 55%. 55%. And what was our saving grace back then? That was the 50 week here. That was the 50 week. That was the 50 week here. Will it be the 50 week once more? Well, we're getting close. We're getting dangerously close. The 50 week sits right at about 75k. 75k is not my first target. I actually might think we might bounce from here, but if we get a bounce, 75k is most likely one of the first targets we're going to look at. You did an A ball at the major dip. What was the result, Mr. Gems? What was the result? Did the A ball predict it correctly? Lake City wants CRO at 1 cent. Honestly, I think there's going to be a major panic at 1 cent. What's up, Lake City, by the way? How's life? Mr. Coin Baron, do you think CDC is going to do an AMA to give clarity on the stockpile? Good question, Financial Freedom. Honestly, if we would have gotten this AMA, I think that would have been last week. That would have been last week. But we didn't. We didn't. And in the end, guys, it's not going to be crypto.com. It's going to be Cronos Labs if anyone is going to do an AMA. But it's interesting. It is interesting. Cliff is actually really bullish about the Lion token, locked it up for a year. I don't know if you're still here. If you're still here, Cliff, could you maybe let me know or let the chat know what kind of are the percentages, right? What are the percentages for the staking? There are multiple staking pools, ladies and gentlemen, for the Lion token. But with all different percentages for rewards. Anyways, Lion token today hit this all-time high. That was pretty exciting. Really exciting for the Lion community. And I do believe, guys, I think there is a decent possibility if or when. In my personal opinion, guys, by the way, if anyone is curious, in my personal opinion, we are still in the bull market. We're still in the early phase of a bull market. This might be a very long bear trap, but we're still in the bull market in my opinion. And I also want to show you that on a different chart. Ooh, Israel got a new profile picture. Sexy, man. Sexy. No, I want to show you a certain chart here. It's called the DXY. If you guys heard about the DXY. Have you heard about the DXY? This is my bull case. This is my bull case. And also my bear case if you're actually into US dollars. So DXY is the dollar currency index. The dollar currency index here. And we had this downward facing trend for the DXY. But I don't know what really happened this week, but a massacre. One big massacre for the DXY. Minus 3%. And I know, minus 3%, that's nothing, right? That's nothing. But in the currency indexes, it is a major shift. It is a major shift, guys. Let me show it to you quickly. Let's go to... by the way, this is a trend. I think this might be the start of a trend reversal. I definitely do believe so. The most important, though, I think we can see it over here. We broke down below the 100 week. But this is for me the most important one, the 200 week for the DXY. For those currencies, we use very long trends. But you can see, right, we had a bounce right at the 200 week here for the DXY. Let me go to the euro. I think the euro is still the most important, euro US dollar. It's still the most important, second currency in the world, I would say. But there you can see, right, that when the DXY goes down, for example, the euro goes up. But also, not only the euro, guys, not only the euro, also typically Bitcoin, also typically Ethereum, also typically Cronos. Funny to see, though. Funny to see. Exactly right now, the euro gets rejected at the 200 day, the 200 week, I mean. So you might see, again, a bit of a trend shift from this point onward. But honestly, I think was right now at a crossroad. We're at a very important crossroad for many currencies. And you might have seen, for example, gold as well. Gold is doing absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. But well, it's don't have any gold bucks in here in the stream. If so, let me know if you hold gold. Let me know. Do you have like physical coins, physical bars? Do you have like ETFs? I mean, gold ETFs are also still very popular. Oh, so many people in the chat today, by the way. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Mr. G Smoke, who bought some Lion. That's actually a good question. I'm actually pretty curious who bought some Lion in here. Let me try to see if I can ask that question. I mean, the Crow fam, of course, is pretty big. The Crow fam is pretty big, but not everyone likes to go into different tokens on the Cronos ecosystem. But let me ask the question. I bought Lion. I should just do 5-year staking. There's no financial advice, guys, here, but the percentages can be pretty good. Wait a minute. Give me 1 sec, ladies and gentlemen. Start a poll. Bought. I am super slow today, guys, because if you are just tuning in, I had shoulder surgery. I'm in constant painkiller mode right now. I needed painkiller as well when I woke up and saw the market. Let me start the poll quickly. There we go. So the poll is open right now. And then, guys, if you're watching the stream or, you know, you do get more like a podcast, let me know also in the comments, what do you think about the Lion token? Is it something you're into? Is it something you're not into? 50-50, kind of. 13 votes so far. I hold 413 Crow and $800 XRP. Woo! I like it, man. As a creator, welcome. I like the portfolio. Let me know though, what's for you, Mr. Creator? I'm not really into the XRP army. What kind of are your targets? Are we talking about $5 or when are you happy? When are you selling or not selling at all? Okay, so Mr. Smoke Fam here coming in, locked up for 80%. So the lockup is, Cliff is also confirming 80% lockup. Mr. Lake City saying, well, I learned to not set high expectations. I love when prices go down. You will be thankful when the prices run. I mean, Lake City, guys, is giving you amazing, amazing advice. Let me quickly show you a chart. Again, this is the line chart, right? The line chart. But many people were super bearish right over here. Right over here. 300 or 200 million market cap. Because people are thinking, well, this might be a pump and dump and it might continue downwards. But people that bought in here right now are almost 3x their initial buy. So sometimes you got to buy the fear. Sometimes, right? It is dangerous. It is dangerous, but this gives you great opportunities. So I would say, not my financial advice, but maybe take a lesson here from Mr. Lake City Snow. Lake City Snow. Mr. I will call you Lake if you don't mind. It's a bit too long name. What's up, Ford? What's up? What's up, Ford? Do you think I will ever be ready enough for the dumping that will occur on Crow over the next month as everyone unlocks and 70 billion more tokens are minted? It's not entirely going to work like that, Mr. Ford. It's not entirely going to work like that. Let me quickly go give you a bit more advice or intel into the situation. So there will be the lockup, right? There will be the lockup, and I still have no confirmation how it will exactly work. But it's not going to be like there will be 70 billion dumping into the market at once. That's not how it's going to work. There will be sell pressure, but there might also be additional demand. I mean, you can look at the markets right now for CRO, right? I mean, there is already additional demand. There is additional demand. And this is a bit of my bull case, right? It's a bit of my bull case, but I keep thinking about this, right? I keep thinking about this for Crow. they could have also just done nothing. They could have done nothing for CRO. And, well, what would the effect have been? What would have been the effect? I don't know. In my mind, there has to be a plan. There has to be a plan behind this 70 billion unburn. Even though I do not agree with the current way the proposal is set up. I voted no, because the current way it is set up, it is not transparent, and also it does ruin the trust of the community. So I'm against the proposal in its current form. But again, there is something happening. There is something happening with the leadership, and I don't know what. Nobody knows. There is so much speculation going on. But there has to be something, right? Otherwise, just do nothing and see what the price will do. Well, interesting times. Interesting times. Oh, sorry, Mr. Ford. Maybe, yeah, I might have been harsh there. Sorry. No. Yeah, I'm sorry here. So sorry, Baron, I meant that there will be likely a dump from the 1 year lockup from last year promo ending next week. And then potentially more dumping from bearishness about the minting. Yeah, sorry, I might have misunderstood you there. I like, by the way, I don't know what it is, but the avatar. Cool. How can we vote if we are in an unbundling period? We cannot vote. Only real. Let me show it to you guys if you haven't seen it yet. You haven't seen it yet. So voting is done by the validators. You can cast a vote. You can do so. You can cast a vote as a person or as a wallet. But the only votes that do count, the only votes that do count are the validators, right? These are deciding what can be done. And I'm going to release a proposal next week about improving. So I'm against, you know, a bit of my personal take here, guys. I'm against just how do you say it? I'm all for positive criticism, right? Is it called positive criticism? I don't know. I'm Dutch, guys. I'm not English. Not my first language, but let's say they have an amazing plan with those 70 billion coins, and I don't know. That's fine. That's fine, but just improve the proposal. Get us into what they're wanting to do, right? That's right. My biggest critique. But I think we can also improve on it by, for example, adding additional stuff, right? I mean, I think my biggest issue with the proposal as it is right now is it's kind of this, right? It's where is it? It's kind of what's saying over here. It's sorry guys, I'm still on the painkillers. Sometimes I get a thought in my heart and then it just disappears. Trust. It's all about trust for me. Trust is the most important thing. With this current proposal, it's kind of saying, oh, well, we do whatever the frick we want. That is the worst thing about this, right? That's the worst thing about it. It needs to be transparent, and it needs to be yeah, sorry, I don't know. Dude, Mr. Cliff, what the hell, man? Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my dude. Smash the like button. And guys, strap in for Mr. Cliff here. Strap in for Mr. Cliff. Thank you very much, dude. Thank you very much. A lot of the people were locked up for the 20% on earn are 2 months out to be patient. They will also sell, Chris. They will all sell, but Chris will buy. Because he reads my comment and it's true. I like it, Inferno Killer. I don't know, man. Some people are saying it's a bit of manipulation right now, what we're seeing. But I don't mind. Today, guys, CRO went to about 9 cents. Let's go to the 4-hour chart here. Again, thank you so much, Mr. Cliff. It's amazing what you do for the community. But by the way, have you guys seen this? This is pretty interesting so far. So right now we're bouncing exactly at this trend line. This is a very old trend line. This is a very old trend line. So this trend line is 2 years old. 2 years old. And again, we're bouncing right at that line today, it seems. Right at the line. And that could mean that we actually continue our path up like the last time we hit this line here. This was ultimate fear. This was ultimate fear. With, of course, the proposal, with Bitcoin dumping to 78k. I think this was a bit of a... You can kind of ignore this. So if you go to the weekly, you can see it even better. You can see it even better. Oh no. If you guys want, by the way, catching up, but sorry, I guess my theory wasn't right. Which theory, Mr. John? I think your theory can actually still be right. It can still be right. Whoa, G-Smoke thinks that Lion might be very close to the same value as CRO. Interesting. 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 I think on the weekly chart you can see it even better, guys. How beautifully these touches are, really, I guess, for the 2-year-old trend line. This blue line, that's the low we hit. Beautiful double test here. Double test of the lows. 6 cents, 8. If you bought there, crazy. Gems has been buying dip with CRO at 5 cents. Beautiful. Beautiful buys. To be honest, Ford is saying, I do have some trust issues with CDC. They slow-rucked Karl and single-handedly kept it from growing past 100 million. I got a question there, for how is that done by CDC? How is that done by CDC? Because from my understanding, and I might be wrong about this, right? I might be wrong. I'm not the all-knowing being. But if you go take a look at CRO with Knife. So CRO with Knife, guys, is the biggest. CRO with Knife is the biggest meme coin on Cronos. The biggest. The oldest as well. Oldest, not the oldest. But one of the oldest. One of the OGs. From my understanding, Mr. Ford, is that as we hit 100 million here, about here, it was the founder, Destruction, that started selling tokens. I thought he sold about $1 million worth of token. And if you sell $1 million worth of tokens with such a low liquidity, so you can see $2 million liquidity only right now, it starts dripping like crazy. Probably this candle here, I'm not entirely sure, but potentially like the candle here, it might be 90% induced by the founder selling. I think it is not, we cannot really blame crypto.com, especially as they also, they actually gifted free car. They gifted free car for anyone participating in the airdrop arena. We do need a video to talk about strategic line reserve from the CRO fan because of the upcoming DAO for vote power. That's a long way away. Burhan is talking right now about, I do believe, the roadmap for Line. There's a roadmap for Line. Let me check if I can find it. In the meanwhile, guys, the vote is still open. Let me know if you bought some Lion token. 56% right now is saying no. 44% is saying yes. Yes. Interesting. Very interesting. I find it, I think, good that we have like a token like that we can all kind of, you know, rally behind as a CRO fan, but of course we have CRO already. Yeah. So for anyone wondering right now what Baron is talking about, it's this one, this roadmap. Let me zoom in a bit more. And Fern by the way, saying that CRO will not fall about below 8 cents anymore. Well, we're very close. How low are we right now? We're very close, but I also believe with the current trend line we do have, now we'll go back to the roadmap. With this current trend line, It is right now rising above 8 cents. And also, I want to remind you guys, stochastics are still pretty low. Still pretty low there. I will go back to the new chats in a minute, but first, let's get back to the roadmap, right? Because what Mr. Byrne is talking about is this. Q3, Q4, governance framework phase 1. The Lion DAO. And the interesting part is that a part of the Lion economy is ecosystem reserve, so the 15%, and also operation and marketing. So potentially, and I don't know, potentially, in the first phase really of the Lion DAO or the governance framework, maybe we can vote. Maybe we can vote. Let's say they want to do marketing, right? They have marketing plans. They can say, well, what was it called? Yeah, 10%. We got 10% for crypto marketing, right? Let's say we make a vote for the community. We're gonna use Coin Baron for marketing. Just joking, right? But for example, we can use Coin Baron, or we can use Oscar Ramos. You guys make the vote. The DAO makes the vote. The one with the most votes wins. Please, if so, vote for me. Vote for me, guys. If so. Ooh, looking forward to the CRO cruise one day. Thoughts on Cronos being the choice of Nasdaq exchange when they go 24-hour trading? Chris hinted something big was on the horizon. Yeah, let me check if I can find this, Cliff. Let me check if I can find it, because it was exactly that tweet that made me also super bullish about the tokenization. Chris is tweeting a lot, by the way, about the White House. The White House was an interesting event. I don't know, has anyone watched it live in here? Has anyone watched it live? Chris is also saying, well, job's not done. Can check it out together, guys. Let me zoom in a little bit. It is very annoying to only have one hand. By the way, Satish, welcome to the channel, by the way. Strap in, hit the like button. And if you haven't joined the members chat, you can actually go to our Discord. I think the link is in the description down below. So feel free to join. So here Chris is talking about the 5 billion stockpile, the Cronos 5 billion stockpile. But what else do we have? It is about the tokenization. I think it was a bit older. Oh, Chris is tweeting way too much. Chris, man, stop tweeting. No, actually, it's a good thing. He needs to communicate. Communication, guys, is key. And it's also what is missing. By the way, while I'm looking for this tweet, has anyone... What are your thoughts about the FIFA token? The FIFA coin? I find it crazy. Layer 0, nice. Not the one I'm looking for. There we go. There we go. Every stock and bond will be tokenized and trading 24/7, 365. Guess where? Guess where? Of course, crypto.com. The Crow Cruise. Maybe we can pay for it using the the profits, of course, from the exchange. But yeah, it's basically what's going to happen here. If you want to buy, let's say, BlackRock token on BlackRock, that's a bad example. Let's say you want to buy Apple stock. You want to do that. You want to do that probably on an exchange that's open 24/7. There we go. My little favorite Discord motto there, guys. Hands off for Kermit. What's up, dude? Sanja doesn't want the FIFA coin. Nah, me neither, dude. Me neither. What's the Discord? It's in the chat or the description down below. I never got really into the Lion token. I really got scared and kept getting scared. It keeps going up, and when I buy it dumps, so you are welcome. if you buy and not sell, right, you're never really in a loss. Are you that guy? Mr. JP, welcome. Welcome, my dude. I'm always that guy. Good question in by Polari. Also, let me quickly let's go a bit into history, guys, because I'm still on painkillers right now, so it's a good time to go into history, a bit about the coin baron, right? And especially because I'm right now looking at Polari's name. It's polari.eth, Polari or -eth, whatever. I'm actually I'm a huge ETH bull. I'm a huge ETH bull. ETH, Ethereum. That's kind of not what got me into not into crypto. That was unfortunately Litecoin. Yeah, Litecoin and Bitcoin. But Ethereum was what got me started with smart contracts and really the internet of money. The internet of money. That's such a crazy concept. Such a crazy concept. However, I do see one issue with ETH, and that's accessibility. That is accessibility, right? Accessibility for you, me, that's okay. But I'm talking about my aunt. I'm talking about my maybe even my granddad, you know, people that are not really into internet, are not really into innovation, AI. It's all too difficult for them. But what they can do is they can open an app and they can click and buy. That's what they can do. That's what they can do. And that is, I think, the most important element what Cronos brings to the table. More and more ways to bring blockchain innovation in a very accessible world. I cannot walk right now, unfortunately. I cannot walk, unfortunately. But you see those Visa cards, right? You can now go to H2. You can go to, I think it's called Cronos Bridge or Cronos.org or Cronos.net. I don't know. I lost the website. Well, basically, you can start paying directly right now with your card from DeFi, from the Cronos ecosystem. We need innovation like that. And it's not there yet, right? It's not there yet, but it's slowly getting there. We need an element. We need an element of a bit of centralization still to get that mass adoption of crypto. We are not there yet. That's the thing, right, Polari? So Polari is saying it does make sense, right? You want to use the blockchain without even knowing it's blockchain. It is the same with internet. Nobody knows that everywhere around the world we got those hubs with crazy switches and internet cables below the ground. People just want to click on play and they want to see Netflix pop up. They want to see this YouTube video. And if you're watching this YouTube video, you're pressing subscribe and you're also pressing the like button, right? I mean, it needs to work, but you don't need to know how it works. It's magic. Oh, the Crow Cruise. I want a mascot, though. I want a mascot, Cliff. I want the Load of Line mascot. I have surprised doing, by the way. It's typically, when I start streaming, Bitcoin goes up. Well, the euro is going up, but is Bitcoin going up? Bitcoin, guys, it might fall down. We started the stream, or we mentioned in the stream, the 50-week is the first big hurdle. The first big hurdle. I do believe we're still in the bull market. We'll check out with your opinions on Twitter as well in a minute. Hey, how can I use the rainbow chart indicator on micro charts? Thanks. Mr. Chupa, let me quickly bring you to the rainbow chart. This is the rainbow chart, guys. If you haven't seen it yet. Unfortunately, Mr. Chupa, the rainbow chart is a crypto.com or it's a Coin Baron exclusive, unfortunately, dude. So the only thing I can tell you is you can hop on in sometimes and ask about the rainbow chart. By the way, the rainbow chart is also still intact, I would say. I was very afraid it would die just about here, but still it's working. And I'm actually quite bullish about a potential next week. Next week might be very interesting. I mean, I talked about this in an earlier video as well, but I do believe that all the ingredients are right now in place They are in place for us to start moving. I mean, it's not looking great, right? I mean, but on the other end, right now, we have had a lot of liquidations here for Bitcoin. We've had a lot of liquidations for Bitcoin. Ethereum, I think that's really where the pain is felt right now. And XRP as well. Ethereum was very close to breaking $2,000 today. But it didn't. But it didn't. So, is this the bounce that we need? I don't know. The only downside I see for Ethereum right now is that it needs to start rising again, because you see as well, for Ethereum, you also can make this beautiful uptrend. But right now, it is very much below this uptrend. So Ethereum, of course, has big competition, guys. I don't know, any ETH bulls in here? Any ETH bulls in here? Oh, we should go to the Caribbean. Oh man, I would like that. I was watching today a show about Grenada. Grenada, I think St. Kitts. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. 78 views, by the way. Welcome, welcome. Beautiful. Ethereum is having a rough time right now. It has competition from Solana. It has competition from Binance Chain. It has competition from Cronos even. I mean, Cronos is an EVM chain partially. Interesting. Anyways, how's your shoulder? It's thanks for asking, GPay. I just had surgery. I just had surgery. It's healing. That's all I can really say. It's painful. So if anyone is hoping for a lot of videos next week, I think not. I might be doing some X spaces though. So what I can say is, if you like to hear more, and also if you want to discuss a bit more, I might be here at the Coin Baron. And by the way, interesting, if you haven't voted yet, are we in a bull and a bear? I agree with the majority here. I agree with the majority here. We've got 63% being in the bull market. Oh, Kermit, you are not a mod. How is that even possible, guys? How is it even possible? Kermit is in the place, not even a mod. Ow, 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 ow. That hurts. By the way, 69% did not buy. 69% did not buy the 69% did not buy the Lion token. Still, though, I think that's a pretty good result. 69%. So, Mr. Random Token, by the way, welcome. I watched the summit live, and we're talking about the Crypto White House Summit. And let's go to the Chris page as well. Chris, anyone wondering? Chris was there. He was shaking the hands with Donald J. Trump. But he was, I think, guys, it was not... The honest answer here, guys, is that Donald J. Trump does not care. He does not care about crypto at all. Donald J. Trump does care about making America great. And if he thinks, at least the people around him think, that crypto can help do that, that is all what he cares about. But at least he has some good advisors around him. Donald J. Trump does not care about crypto at all. Doesn't care about XRP, doesn't care about Solana, doesn't care about Bitcoin. No. Maybe his son does. I think Eric Trump holds the World Liberty Fund. But well, Trump is 78 years old, guys. Let's not forget. But the live stream, that was not really the event. It was the more behind the scenes one. That's true. I don't think I got the picture here. But there was this big round table. Where the big boys were, right? It was Michael Saylor. It was Brett Garlinghouse. We got David Sachs. Basically all these people here, right? Howard Lutnick. The Gemini brothers as well. I think, by the way, interesting fact for this cycle. Gemini is looking for an IPO. Gemini. And I've been talking a bit about this. Not only Gemini, but also Kraken is looking for a stock offering. And last cycle, we actually hit, I think we hit the absolute top for the cycle when we got the Coinbase listing with the coin token, not on the coin token, the coin stock. So this cycle, right, we might see a new cycle top when we get the Kraken listing and when we get the Gemini listing. That might be pretty much close together, because I also think that Coinbase, they decided to wait to delay their stock launch based on market conditions, and we might see that once more. We might see that once more. A question here by I'm the Creator. When's the next Crowcast? Together, they have an entire community in the palm of their hands, or wait for something great from them. The next Crowcast, that is actually done with the Crypto Report and Oscar Ramos and me. That should be in, I think, 3 weeks' time. In about 3 weeks' time, Mr. Creator. I think I accidentally might have closed my chat here. Oops. Mr. Kai, welcome. We should actually do a Crowcast to speculate about the plans of CDC about Crow. We can speculate a lot, but I'm afraid, Israel, we might not make lies. We might not make lies, but we might come to wrong speculation here, and it's also dangerous, right? I can always speculate. I mean, I love speculating, but it's dangerous. We gotta be somewhat real. It's also Israel. I might have been a bit hard to you as well on X, and I'm hard to anyone, right? I'm a Dutch person. Our culture is to be very hard and direct, but I like that we have people that keep it real, right? I mean, let's be very honest. Let's be very honest, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to dilute the supply of CRO with 70 billion, right? That's typical math. That's not good. That's not good. I mean, I've anyone that has had any basic economic classes knows that more supply is not good for the price. But the question is, what will the demand side look like? What will the demand side look like? Anyways. When are the cards coming to South Africa? Good question. Good question. I have no clue. Is it on the roadmap? Is it on the roadmap? I have no clue. I'm right now looking for the roadmap. Witcher G! Thank you very much, dude. Strap in here for Mr. Richard. You are a Crow maximalist. Guys, I don't know if you can see it, but do you guys see here the picture? The picture of Richard. It says Crow maximalist. I love it. Richard, if you got a question, let me know. You will get first in line here. Thank you very much. And also, guys, once more strap in for Mr. Cliff. Strap in for Cliff. Sounds like we will get a second chance at better positions. Oh, what are you talking about? Are we dumping right now? Are we dumping right now, Mr. Smoke Farm? It seems like actually Ethereum is having a bit of a revival. You go to the hourly chart. Bitcoin, what's Bitcoin doing? What is Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin is back at 83k. That's okay. And also, guys, if you're a Crow bull, if you're a Crow maxi, honestly, Crow is doing pretty good. It is a rat week though, and if you guys don't know, this is the weekly close. This is the weekly close. We talk about, in general, the week. We talk about what's going to happen next week as well. Next week, not much. There's going to be the CPI data readings, which might be of some effect for the price. But I think the overall expectations are already quite bearish, so I do not think it will really affect the price so far. It's interesting though. Benar, I think Chris is way ahead. He is interested in reward programs because in the future, when crypto is adopted, that will be the competition. How do we get people to buy in crypto rewards? Or how do we get people to buy crypto for rewards? That's exactly. I don't know if you guys have heard the story of how of how, for example, the guys, oh, sorry, I'm still on painkillers. Starbucks. Did you know if you get like the gift card for Starbucks, that's the best way. That's the best way how Starbucks actually gets cheap loans. You buy, I think, let's say you buy like a $20 gift card for Starbucks, right? They get $20, and in the future, they will have to sell you coffee. Well, you're not going to spend $20 of Starbucks, right? In one drink. At least I hope not. And then, of course, when you get that gift card of $20, you might get a free cookie or you might get a free whatever. But it's completely worth it for them because they can get $20, 0% interest. 0% interest. And they have to pay a small cookie. That's nothing for them. That's the best deal they can do. Maybe like Ben R is saying here. Maybe like he's saying here. The rewards are the cookie. The cookie that people like to see. They buy it for the cookie. They buy it for the rewards. There might be a way how to get more customers in the future. Imagine having 200,000 Crow tokens. Johnny, are you a wheel? Welcome, dude. Welcome. CryptoAd is 17 years old and asking about the card because I managed to get 6,000 Crow coins. Then you might be able to get the Ruby Red, isn't that true, Mr. CryptoAd? Welcome. Stacking, my man, stacking. I have no clue, unfortunately. I have no clue. No. I would have to check the roadmap for that one. The people that talk shit, though, never mind. Who's talking shit here, mood? I'm American in Oakland. I think I missed something. Yeah, I'm actually Dutch, Mr. GP. I'm Dutch. I might sign English, but I'm Dutch. What's up, Safey? What's up? After 70 billion unburn, what will be the price be for Crow? We don't know, honestly, sci-fi. It's one big guess. I can ask the A-ball if you want. Shall we do that? Shall we do that, guys? Let's get the A-ball. Let's get the chart. Mr. A-ball, will it be a red or a green candle? Will it be a green candle with a 70 billion burn unlock proposal? Yes. Yes. It will be yes. Green. So you got your answer. It will be a green candle, so I don't know. Something like this, sci-fi. I have no clue. Do you think from next Monday we will pump again? Peter Jan is asking. Guys, I don't know. I honestly don't know. The only thing I can say is that the next week we get the CPI data. I think it can only be bullish because we are already expecting very bearish numbers for the CPI data. Nobody is expecting good numbers there, so that's a good thing. Like I told before, for Bitcoin as well, Bitcoin has all the ingredients to start pumping again, right? I mean, there might be a possibility. There might be a possibility that next week. So this is going to rise. This is the weekly close, guys. So next week, we got this blue line here. It will slowly rise a bit. It will rise a bit, right? It will go to about 76k or maybe 77. We might get this final shakeout, right? We might get this final shakeout here for how's it called? For Bitcoin. So that might hurt everything. That might hurt Ethereum. That might hurt Cronos. It might hurt, it is bad for the whole market. The question: what will happen to the Crow price? So typically for just Cronos. Did something just happen here? Did they lose access to some keys? I don't know what you're talking about here. Oh, they don't even have cards in Israel right now. That's too bad, man. I love the cards. I love the cards. The cards are honestly it's the favorite thing that got me into crypto.com. JP, it's fine, man. I'm on painkillers right now. The market is in pain. It's okay. Have a good one. I think what were we talking about, right? I don't know. Next week, yeah. So Cronos, the question is, I think let's go back to the question by PTN. Will we pump again? Will we pump again? So the question, of course, is, will Bitcoin pump? If so, I think Cronos might pump as well. Yeah. Let's quickly take a look though at what this is. Yeah, so guys, we need to do one thing. Let's agree we come back here next week, because this is going to be the most essential part, really, though, for Cronos. I can do a lot of technical analysis, right? I can do a lot of technical analysis, but unfortunately, if the fundamental analysis is going to change, that will invalidate my fundamental. I'm sorry. If fundamentally the tokenomics are going to change with this proposal, that might invalidate my technical analysis. So that's the hardest part. That's the hardest part. Will it actually be accepted? Everyone thinks so. Everyone thinks so, but I don't know. It might still be a very strange surprise that it will not be passed. It will be passing on the 17th in about, well, next week, guys. We do have another weekly close. Come back in. Let's see how the voting is really at that point in time. At that time, we will know. We will know if all the validators will have voted. So far, we got 41 votes against. We got 4 yes votes, 2 veto notes, and also quite a bit that do not want to vote. Oh, well, actually, that changed. That changed. If, and I made a video about this, right? I made a video about this. You can actually make a vote yourself. You can make a vote yourself if you want to. Not many people have done so, but you can make a vote. I made a vote as well. You can go to my voter, my address. This is all on the Cronos POS chain. And you can vote for or against. Quite a few yes votes. Not gonna lie, quite a few yes votes. What do you think Chris and team would announce a 70 billion unburn without context? What do you think could ever make them do this? I think they've got a plan, financial freedom. That's the weird part, right? I think they do have a plan. How? I don't know. It is weird. It is super weird. Okay, we're not allowing any political chat here, guys. I'm sorry, Mr. Final Meow Town. Let's keep it crypto. Let's remove this message quickly. Sorry, guys. I do not allow any political statements here in the chat. I know it's a rough world. It's a rough world, but there's one thing we can unite behind. That's the Crow Fam flag, I hope. Yeah. So the proposal will most likely pass. I mean, governance is always great, isn't it? I mean, it might be a bit fake, but in the end, it's still better than what we have. I mean, it's in theory, right? I mean, in theory, in the future, when things are finally actually going to be somewhat decentralized, it's going to be a better future. I'm quickly looking at the chart once more, guys. It's a red candle right now. It's a red candle. Today, or was it yesterday, we actually had quite a nice rise. If you go to the hourly chart here, let's go quickly to the 4-hour chart. You can see we went to about 10 cents almost. Today to about 9 cents. The only negative I'm seeing for this is that we do have this downtrend here. So you can see we are somewhat stabilizing here. On the other hand, though, it's kind of also feels like we are getting to a grand finale. We're getting to a grand finale for the Cronos coin. We're getting to a grand finale for the Bitcoin coin, of course, with maybe a final test here of the 50-week. It is getting very interesting. It is getting very interesting for basically all crypto right now. Also, total to DX. We talked about the DXY, ladies and gentlemen. Everything right now it is looking like it might be about to rip. In my opinion, that's some final thoughts here, guys, before we move on. We have typically about 5 to 7, 8 months left for a typical bull market. That is why I think right now it is very unlikely that we have seen the bear market, that we are in a bear market. It is possible. I would say the odds are, let's say it's 80% bull market, 20% for bear market. That can change. If Bitcoin will fall below 50k, it's a bear market. That's how simple how it is, right? It's how simple how it is. If Bitcoin is going to fall below 50k, it's over. It's a bear market. What will CRO do? I have no clue. Then we are really in untested waters. But I think it is very weird to talk about those facts before they are going to happen. Actually, I'm quickly talking into Israel, but Israel is saying, well, the sentiment in the XRP community is a lot better, I guess, than right now in the CRO fam. I honestly do believe, though, that right now the sentiment in the XRP community is really, really bad. But I might be wrong, but we are very close to dumping below 2 cents again, $2 again. I think Maximilian, we do have a link in the description down below. Maximilian, you're welcome. The link is in the description down below. Just came in, Michael. I do think once the proposal passes, we will drop hardly. Yeah, again, guys, it is speculation. I would say I do agree. I think Michael, of course, due to basic economics, basic math, basic supply demand, Michael could be right, but again, we don't know. It's all speculation. CROFAM has the more genius. True that. Night Gaming, it will be accepted. Dude, just a quick shout out to Night Gaming as well. Night Gaming, it's good to see you. Mr. Conundrum, welcome as well. Guys, it is 10:03 Amsterdam time. I'm super tired right now. I'm honestly super tired. Cronos is going to hold on. The rainbow chart is still in play. Like I mentioned before, guys, we might be getting to another finale here for Cronos. For Bitcoin as well. Bitcoin CRO is looking green again. Honestly, looking at some things here, I mean, it's looking very good. It is looking on some fronts very good. I don't know though. The news keeps getting weirder and weirder. I wish you all though a very good, pleasant end of your weekend. I wish you very well. I hope to see you in new videos next week. I want to make a video if I can about a bit of portfolio. I want to talk maybe a bit more about the Lion token because honestly, it is very interesting how it went to a new all-time high. And I want to talk about, the proposal because it's still going to pass most likely, but how will it affect you? How it will affect me? I have no clue. Hit the like button, guys. Subscribe for more. And I hope to see you again next Thursday and next Sunday. Have a good one. Strap in and talk to you later. Bye-bye. Oh, by the way, the Discord, I will fix the link. Will fix link for Discord. Oh, wrong Michael. Thanks, Kermit. Thanks. Okay, that's it. We fixed the Discord link, guys. It's in there. Have a good one. Enjoy. Bye, 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 bye.